So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10. A big welcome back here for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
One day.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Well, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Buying time to his left. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there, Smith to Dotson, and even 40 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. Airing one out for Crowder. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Corey Peters. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Settle down, huh?
from the gun. Here's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So that one will be accepted. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
One day. Here we go. 240. 3 down, look. 3 down. Watch the screen.
Back near the goal line, Bradford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Red 80. Mike by 4.
First down, Bradford. Caught by Nelson left side. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. 3 down. Let's go. Let's bring it. Monday. Turbo. Check. Here we go. 5-2. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Bradford lets it go for Nelson. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 83 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for big...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown in a Washington uniform. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Spins by. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south. Unfortunately, week 1, that's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Mason Foster. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Check forward. Monday. 54.
On second down, Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
4th and Hunt. 180. Monday.
From the gun, Bradford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
There we go. No, right. Yellow.
From the end zone, Smith. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Smith to throw from his end zone. And Reed with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on thirds. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10.
Hunt. 180.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd down, Bradford. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
go.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On third down, Bradford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Bradford, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3 down, Mug. 3 down.
Third and goal, Bradford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. It's got to be upsetting to come up with that INT. And Dawson missed it. He missed it. No good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set! Line 80! Let's go, yellow!
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Corey Peters in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Smith. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Peterson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Here we go. Set hot. 40. Here we go. 5-2. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go. Set hot. At 80. Here we go. 5-5.
From the gun, Bradford. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Gotta hurry,
There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Stop right there, stop
I
right
always
there.
laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
One day.
Bradford from the gun on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Stop right there. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass.
To play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch his flag. Watch his hot. 80. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. One day. I got you, son. Turbo.
The first down throw for Bradford. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Bradford now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
4 down. Here we go. 5-5. 53's to Mike. 53. Check 53. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Bradford again. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
One day. Turbo. Here we go. 5-5.
A 2nd down throw for Bradford. And this one is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
One day. One day.
Again, it's Bradford. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
Bradford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
One day. Here we go. Red 80.
From the red zone now, Bradford. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Coleman from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point try now for Dawson. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes?
Here we go!
No more. You have to start close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to see where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down.
Smith now to throw. Steps away. A deep ball for Dotson. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marshall now, the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Geis with the carry on second down. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first. On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Rip. Yellow. Switch. Let's go.
Smith going to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Good list. Orange. Hey, we are set. 580.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Settle down, huh? Let's go. 15.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kindici in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Double. Hey, watch it.
Here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He got 29 yards that time. Bradford now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 down, Luck. 3 down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And this is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. We'll see. Now Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
15. Get line, 80.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kimdichie able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, gun. Set, fire!
Play action. It's Smith. Forced out to his left. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the 1st down with a nice throw.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set, line, 80.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
slot. Hey, you're on an island over. Orange, orange, orange. Slot, slot. Hey, I got 80.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at... Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Bradford. What a spin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Single. Sit hot. 180. Mike's by 4. 1 day.
Bradford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
40.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Underneath for Johnson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down, Bradford. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
There we go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hot. 30.
From the gun, Bradford. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Bradford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
4 down. hot. Ready.
Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
Ready, sir.
They hand it on now. Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got a number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
One day.
Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go. 5-5. Here we go. Sit hot. Ready. One day. Blue 30 set up. Sit hot.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Operating from the gun. Bradford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from starting. A 1st down throw for Bradford. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, slot. Ready? Line 80.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. That one goes for 24 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Set. Line 80.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's got some space here. The 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Rush in.
Let's go, yellow. Ready?
Now it's Smith. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away
One day.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive
One day.
coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
One day.
I file it away because I'm going to use your aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the